I think Richard Branson is not a wonderful person. So before the podcast, there's this video of him. What year is that video? 99 or something? Is it in
old? Yeah.
It's on YouTube. And if you Google Richard Branson, Selma Hayek, it's Richard Branson is on the Conan O'Brien show. Selma Hayek, obviously, like one of those beautiful, awesome women on earth. Richard Branson comes on, sits Selma on his lap, and like is clearly flirting. I think he's like kissing her neck. Like it's fucking embarrassing is what it is. And whenever I saw that video, I was like, oh, I don't look up to you anymore. That was pretty bad. You watch that video?
Yeah, I did. You sent it. I watched part of it. It was kind of uncomfortable, so I just stopped watching it because he kind of like, are they friends? Are they cool? Like, you know,
dude, even if you are cool, that's weird to me. That behavior is weird to me.
And then I'm like, was this cool in 1998? Did people do this type of thing in 1998?
No, man.
I don't really remember.
Even the crowd is like, like it's uncomfortable, and it's on live TV, and she's trying to like be polite and not make a big deal out of it.
Yeah,
but
you could tell she's not like down with that.
And I read his book. I read his book, and like, so I'm not on board with him anymore, actually. So I'll leave it at that. Is that a fair assessment?
No, hold on. What did you read in his book, or is that irrelevant to what you're
Oh, he was just cheating on his wives, and he just seemed like a guy who it's okay that he has his lifestyle, but I could see how that could put a lot of people uncomfortable and easily cross lines, even if his intentions aren't to cross a line. You know what I mean? Like he was like a hippie a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
So this is truly the player haters ball, because you're hating the player here, right? Like, yeah, this guy, you know, like Richard Branson. First of all, the guy looks like he's always having a great time. Have you ever watched this guy on Necker Island? You go see these videos.
I think that's part of the shtick.
Yeah, there's definitely like once the Jeffrey Epstein stuff came out, you're like, oh wait, what are these really rich people doing on these islands? Like, what's going on over here? Do I need to like, you know, like make a note, you know, tell my daughter like never ever go with a billionaire to an island? Like, you know, what do I?
I think that's a safe rule. I think that's a safe rule.
Right.
That's a good rule. I'm down with that. I'm gonna
write that one down.
Yeah, put that on the refrigerator. I'm okay with that one.
Yeah, so I don't know. Like, I don't know what wrongdoing he's been accused of. He's pretty inspiring as far as business guy goes.
And that's what I'm saying. I don't know if there's any accusations. I've got zero proof of anything I'm saying other than just one video and it's just a vibe. It's just a vibe. It's just an energy.
Yeah, you're coming in strong with a pretty wild portrayal of the vibe. But
no, I'm saying it's all energy. I'm saying that there's zero proof other than this one video that I saw. That's it. That's all I'm saying. Okay, and the second one. So there's this guy named Naveen Jain. Do you know who this guy is? He's always on like the cover of Inc. And he's always on like these Tony Robbins things. And he's incredibly charismatic. He's got a good smile. Let me tell you about this guy. So do you know anything about him?
I know a lot about him, but I want you to say the story. Because I don't think most people know anything about him.
All right. So even to this day, he's considered a billionaire. And he's, like I said, he's on the cover of all these magazines as this like wonderful entrepreneur. So I'm going to give like a high level summary of his background. So started at Microsoft in '89, probably got wealthy from that. In the early or mid to late 90s, he started a company called Infospace. Infospace went public and he eventually was worth like $8 billion. What Infospace did was, it's kind of hard to explain because it's so old and we don't even use that anymore, but like they like helped to make like directories and maps that you would put on your website. So like just stuff that isn't even relevant anymore, but it was just like a .com business. And the stock went public and crushed. It was at $138, and then it completely crashed. And in March of 2000, it was now worth $1.56. And Infospace, they used a ton of controversial accounting methodologies. And so they said that they made $46 million in profit, but they got sued and people got angry at them. And because in reality, they actually lost almost $300 million. And a ton of their employees filed suit, along with a lot of their shareholders filed suit because they promised that employees like different stock options, and it just went to shit. And it was kind of built on like a bunch of lies and a little bit of vaporware. So that happens in 2003. This guy Jane is ordered to pay $250 million for violations. I don't know what short.
I don't know if you said this, but basically the stockholders, so the employees, the stockholders, they all lost their money, but he ended up making out rich off of Infospace. You said that part or no?
No, but yeah, that was like the biggest part. So like he sold a lot of his stock and he made a huge sum of money. A lot of the other people did not.
Right.
Then after that, he starts this other company. Have you heard of this other company called, how do you pronounce it? Intellius. The best way to describe it, and I think a lot of people know what this is, but whenever you get like a scam phone number to your phone and you Google it and you search on Google and it says like which number came up and you type it in and it's like, well, and you get all these ads like for the background check of this person, just enter in their information, and you inevitably enter in your mom and dad's information to see like, oh, have my parents ever been arrested? Let's find out. And it says like, well, we found Donna Parr in Missouri. You can, for only $18, you can get her criminal history report, and you're tricked into buying a $19 a month subscription. And I actually posted in a picture, if you look at the picture on the doc, of the actual scam. But basically, this company grew to be really big, hundreds of millions in revenue. And then it came out that they were getting sued constantly because consumers were like, I didn't know that I was signing up for this, and I've been getting billed $20 a month.
$20 subscription I'm getting billed for because the font in like size 2 underneath the checkbox said like, by the way, this is going to charge you money every month.
Yes, and the actual landing page that I sent to you, it's a screenshot, and it says something like, get $10 for giving us information about yourself. But then also underneath that, in a really small writing, it says, and after that, we charge you $19 a month, like for this and that. And so it's pretty scammy. Now, one of the reasons why he's on the cover of all these magazines is he's starting a company that helps mine minerals on different planets. That sounds cool and everything, but the fact that like he has had this history of shadiness, I think I'm not on board with that.
Yeah, so just to kind of like recap here, I think the story is he was found guilty of insider trading. He then tried to sue his law firm, saying, you didn't provide me adequate legal coverage, blah, blah, blah. And then he ended up getting hit with a $247 million. I don't know if he got $247 million or he made $247 million.
No, he had to settle. He had to pay.
He had to pay $100 million, I think. I'm not 100% sure on that. I gotta get a look for that. And then Intellius just sold to a private equity company after all that kind of like, after all that hot water. And then now he's doing the moon mining thing. I've seen that.
He has another thing that measures
Viome,
like
right?
your, I think it just like measures your poop, doesn't it? It's like your gut stuff. And I don't know much about that.
Yeah, that one. You saw that one, like the FBI or somebody. They get that the whole company's office got raided because the founders were like, like basically lying or cheating or some crime, basically. And then the founders got kicked out. This company had raised a bunch of money. I don't know the exact story here. Let me look that up.
I think you're thinking of Biome versus Viome.
Oh, okay.
And I think they did the exact same thing. But so that's why I said I thought the same thing. I was like, I remember this couple. They looked like a couple, and they got arrested.
Yeah, it was a couple. Okay, so that's Biome, not Viome.
I think, but that doesn't even matter. I think that if you are like this prolific in terms of like, even if you're accused this often of stuff, it doesn't mean you did it, but it means like, like why does this? What's the common denominator here? It's you.
Right.
What's going on here?
Yeah.
So anyway, that's my list.